Hello again, Sunday School. My name is Abigail, and today I'm going to bring you this week's lesson, which is about Jesus healing a royal official's son. If you have your Bible with you and would like to follow along, we'll be reading from John chapter 4, verses 46 through 54. Alright, so starting from verse 46, it says, "Once more he visited Cana in Galilee, where he had turned the water into wine. And there was a certain royal official whose son lay sick at Capernaum. When this man heard that Jesus had arrived in Galilee from Judea, he went to him and begged him to come and heal his son, who was close to death." So before we continue, let's take a look at a map and see where everything is taking place. So earlier in the chapter, Jesus is in Samaria. And he comes to Cana in Galilee, which is up here. And a couple weeks ago, you actually learned about Jesus turning the water into wine at a wedding, and that miracle also took place in Cana. The passage says that the royal official's son is sick at Capernaum, which is right over here. And the distance between Cana and Capernaum, that red marker right there, is about 16 miles. So if the royal official was walking from Capernaum, it probably took him about 5 hours to get to Jesus in Cana. Okay, so back to the story. The royal official just asked Jesus to come and heal his son, and this was Jesus' response in verse 48. He says, "Unless you see signs and wonders, you will never believe." The royal official said, "Sir, come down before my child dies." "Go," Jesus replied, "your son will live." The man took Jesus at his word and departed. While he was still on the way, his servants met him with the news that his boy was living. When he inquired as to when his son got better, they said to him, "Yesterday at 1 in the afternoon, the fever left him." Then the father realized that this was the exact time at which Jesus had said to him, "Your son will live." So he and his whole household believed. This was the second sign Jesus performed after coming from Judea to Galilee. It's important to recognize just how much faith the royal official had in Jesus. As an example, if I came up to you right now and I said, "Oh my goodness, yesterday I saw a flying cow in my backyard," you probably wouldn't believe me. Instead, you would ask me to show you proof, like a video or a picture. And right now, if I had a video, I could share it with everyone that I know. I could send it to a news station and I could post it online. And everyone, people from all around the world would be able to see my flying cow in my backyard. But it wasn't easy to spread news during Jesus' time. They didn't have phones to take videos or pictures, and they didn't have the internet where they could immediately see what was happening from across the country. The news about Jesus probably spread by word of mouth. So someone would see Jesus performing a miracle, and that person would go tell someone else, and that someone else would tell another person. And that is probably how the royal official heard about Jesus. He didn't see the proof that Jesus was able to heal, but he only listened to what someone else told him. He never saw for himself the miracles that Jesus did, and yet he had faith that Jesus could heal his son. And not only that, he didn't see that Jesus healed his son at the moment, but he had faith that Jesus' words were powerful enough to heal his son from 16 miles away. And this is the kind of faith that God asks of us as his children. Words that come from other humans can be unreliable, but God has given us his word, which is the source of truth. And just like the royal official, we might not see Jesus driving out demons and turning water into wine, but we can put our trust in him because of the words that he's spoken to us through the Bible. And that's all I have for today's lesson. I pray that you have a good week and that you all stay healthy and safe.